Hello. Today we're going to do Module 3, Lesson 8. Now, the objective is to understand the function of parentheses and apply to solving problems. So today we're going to be talking a lot about parentheses. Now, I'm going to get my pencil just to remind you this, whoops, didn't like that. This is what a parenthesis looks like. Okay? Now, let's move on. Okay, here's our application problem. Richard has 2 cartons with 6 eggs in each. As he opens the cartons, he drops 2 eggs. How many unbroken eggs does Richard have left? Okay, so let's see. First of all, we need to find out how many eggs he had to begin with. So if he has 2 cartons, that would be, if we did a tape diagram, that would be like 1 carton. And here's his total number of cartons. Total cartons. Okay, now each carton has how many? Has 6 eggs, and this one has 6 eggs. Okay, so we know that if we multiply it by 2, we'll have the answer, right? Because we've got 2 groups of 6. All right, so 2 groups of 6 equals 12 eggs. That's how many he had first. Now, he drops 2 eggs. So that's a subtraction problem because they're gone. So now we have 12 take away 2, and that would be 10 eggs. He's got 10 eggs left. All right. Now, keep these in mind. Keep this in mind, and keep this in mind when I go to the next slide. Let's see if I can go there. There we go. Okay, so I wanted you to keep them in mind. We had 2 times 6 equals 12. Then we also had 12 take away 2 equals 10. Now I wonder if I can combine them. So I'm looking to see what I have in common. Well, this equals 12. If something equals 12, can I just replace it? So for instance, what if we change 12 to E for eggs? So now we have 2 times 6 equals E. Okay, but this is a 12. So if 12s are all E, then I can make this be E, right? So now I have E take away 2 equals 10, because everywhere there's a 12, I put an E. Well, I bet you whatever this equals to, I can put in here, right? Sure I could. So if I want to make one equation instead of having 2 equations, I can mix them because this has an E, and I will write whatever this equals right in place of that. Okay, so let's do that. We have 2 times 6. Well, here, actually, let me show you a different way. Okay, so I'm going to write my problem again. I have 12 take away 2 equals 10, and we decided that 12 was also E. Okay, now this is what it equals. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to put it in place of here. So let me erase this. And this is going over there. 2 times 6. Okay? Now, parentheses. I told you we're going to talk about parentheses. We're going to have to figure out if it matters where we put parentheses. Now, the rule about parentheses is that whatever's in the parentheses is what you do first. So I'm trying to figure out, do I multiply or do I subtract first? Well, this is why you need parentheses. Let's talk about this. First, let's try multiplying first. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. Take away 2. Is that 10? Sure enough, it is. All right, let's write it again this way, and this time, let's do our subtraction first. Let's see what happens. If it equals 10, we check. So now let's do this first. 6 take away 2, what is that? That's 4. Do our multiplication. 2 times 4, oops, it is not 10. It does not check out. So it does matter what we do first. This tells me I should have put parentheses here so that I did that first. Now let's look at some more. Let's look at this one. Let's say we had a 4 plus a 2. Whoops. Try that again. on my pen. A 4 plus a 2 equals 6. And let's say we have 6 times 6. What was 6 times 6? Yeah, it's 36. And I want to combine it. Okay, so this is a 6, this is a 6, and this is a 6. So for either one of these, I could put it in. It doesn't matter which one because they're both 6, right? I could put 4 plus 2 in place of this 6, or I can put it over here in this 6. I'm just going to put it over here in this one. Now let's rewrite that. 4 plus a 2. Now, the reason why I did parentheses is because it's the whole thing times a 6 equals 36. Now see how I put it right into there and I rewrote my equation. Do you have to rewrite your equation? Yep, you do. You can't, even if you can do this in your head, I have to see this, and this is how you show me your work. Okay, now we have 4 plus 2 times 6 equals 36. And we know that this is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6 times 6 equals 36. So it definitely checks. Okay, let's try another one. Only this time, let's do this. Let's combine it and then we're going to check it out to see if it matters where our parentheses go. Okay, do I have my pencil? Okay, 25 take away 10 equals 15. And then I have 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Okay, I'm going to combine it into one equation instead of two. There's a 15, there's a 15. So I can put this right in place of this, right? Because they both equal 15. Okay, so let's do that. Now, let's pretend I didn't do this. Let's pretend I didn't use parentheses. Let's see what happens. 25 take away 10, and then I do my divide, then my 5 equals 3. Okay? Now, which would you like to do first? Let's do, I don't care. Let's do subtraction first. 25 take away 10, what is that? That's 5. 5, no, that's not 5. It's 15. 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Does that check? Well, 3 times 5 is 15, so yes, it does check. Okay, now let's do the division first. 25 take away 10 divided by 5 equals 3. Let's do this one. Okay, 10 divided by 5 is 2. 25 take away 2, is that 3? No. 25 take away 2, that's 23. Does not check out. So we need to make sure we put the parentheses for the group that we put in. We should have written it like this. 25 take away 10 divided by 5 equals 3. Now this was the group we put in, so that needs to be our parentheses. And that's how you get the correct answer. Alright, good luck. Now don't forget your 10 free points by writing down all of my math problems. See you in the morning. Goodbye.